don't know what's going on with this new camera. I'm still learning. So I really wanted a camcorder that I could just use and just point and click. Instead I bought a camera so I could take pictures. I'm not for sure that was a good option. Anyway, this thing just fired up, so I got to let it run if you can hear it. So anyway, when you deal with this company, Hcalory, you can get parts. That's what I'm telling you. The parts, they sell the glow plug, they sell the screen, they sell the rebuild kit, they sell the computer, they sell the wiring harness, they sell the transformer to plug it into an outlet. They sell just about everything for this. What I need is, I don't want a bunch of different brands and parts and to have to deal with all this stuff. If this thing goes down, I just want to be able to have another one, plug it in, and keep going during this winter. So what I'm going to do is we're going to unbox this, and then in the next video I'll go ahead and show you the custom setup of everything. Now I did open this up, but I'll show you what I did when I opened it up, which isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so this is an overhead view here. And when you first get your package, you're going to have your gas tank. And if you look at my previous video, I bought another tank and I show you how to install that. I suggest you go and watch that. This is a 10 liter. This thing will work just fine. I can already see the bag. The adapter piece is right here in the neck. And if you can't figure out how to install this, please go to my playlist or video, my previous video, and you'll see how to do that. Now, like I was saying before that other camera shut off, I've been watching this guy in Europe. They have actually started banning these in Europe. So the big climate change initiative here, they do not want you using these heaters in your house. There's a few of them that are still allowed. I expect that these heaters will be completely banned within a couple years. He's mixing, I think he said some type of, I think he's burning vegetable oil and kerosene over there, and he's achieving 2 cents per hour to heat. Well, he's heating his house, is what I saw. And I think that's a little crazy. I would never do that, but I just burn diesel because, well, I'm not that poor that I need to worry about spending $4 or $5. This is the heater. Now, I took this heater apart before this video. I'll show you what I did. And inside this box, oh, I also bought, this is the fuel dampener, and I'm not for sure I'll end up using that. The remote, and this is the digital keypad that come with it. And the reason I wanted this is because it's Bluetooth, and I'll be able to be in my house, and more than likely, if I can't start this one at this side of the shop, I will be able to start the one that I'm going to put farther up to the house so I can get some heat without coming out here. And then this is our fuel pump. I'll get more into that when we set it up. So this thing is, it's just, I think they're all mass produced. They're basically all the same. And then we're going to get into the muffler. Now, I have one of the heaters in my garage that runs on a muffler, and I have one that doesn't run on a muffler. The one that I have on a muffler is more fuel efficient than the one I do not have. I think these mufflers help a little bit, but when you look in the inside of it, it's just straight through. But it does seem to help with the fuel economy of the system. We've got our wiring harness. That is like super easy to install. I know if you're not real technologically advanced, that could be a little of a burdensome looking at it, but I'm telling you, it's super easy to do. This is our bag of, there's a fuel filter in there, which I do not run because I don't see a reason to run a fuel filter in these, considering there's no piston and we're just using pressure and heat to get our fire going. So there's no if there was a dirty substance that got in there, will it affect the heater? It might a little bit, but it's going to burn it off. So I personally, I do not run fuel filters. Then we have our green hose that I'm going to tell you I don't recommend. This is our outlet tube that we're not going to use. This is our little duck thingy. This is our exhaust pipe. This smaller one is 25 millimeter as well. It's our intake pipe for our air filter. And then you actually, I don't think I was supposed to get this, but this is an L. So your exhaust for your heat comes in one and splits out two ways. So let's get this all on the bench. Okay, so this is the heater unit itself. Again, it says qualified. I don't know what that means, considering it says years and month and it never got anything on. They put an extra sticker on for the, I don't know what this is. It's basically on what to hook it up, how to hook it up. And then the only thing that I did was I replaced this. This had a 65 millimeter outlet, and I pushed it out to a 90 millimeter. You can get these separately, and they're super easy to install. To take this thing apart, you undo the cap, it twists on. That's your inlet. You're going to get air sucked up into there, and then this will be your inlet, so it's sucking air in. And then we hit the internal of the motor, it combusts and it exits out. The exhaust exit out from the burn, and the heat that's generated comes out. There's a propeller fan here that's sucking, and then it's propelling the heat outward. Okay, and as you can see, this thing's super easy. The one thing I will tell you is I went ahead and ordered, because I'm going to have 3 of these heaters now that are all this brand. I've got 3. This is your temperature sensor. This will air code your circuit board. Your circuit board will throw air codes up. If this sensor's bad, I think I paid literally $1.75 per sensor. So I need, need to have some of them on hand. This is your glow plug. When I do the rebuild video, I will show you about, there's a little screen inside of here. See if I got a spare one. I did buy some spares. I got 10 of them. Got 10 of them for $2-3. And your glow plug, see how it's hollow? These are hollow. And your glow plug goes through the screen down into where the combustion's going to be. And then we just have our computer controller. And like I said, that's the whole reason I bought this brand, is I bought 2 extra computers. And then if the fan goes, well, I'll have to figure that out. I didn't buy an extra one of those. But to actually install the 90 millimeter duct, you just pull it out and you take a screwdriver to these tabs. And the bigger duct was like $6 or $7. If I have links for any products in the description, I'll put the links in the description below. But I'm pretty sure I could just pull this whole heater out of here. Yeah, and I mean, that's basically your motor right there. I mean, it's real basic. When you go to break this apart to rebuild this, all your burn is inside this front part. It'll get all gunked up from diesel, and then what'll happen is it'll start to kind of plug your port here. So I imagine about every year or so you need to take this apart and do it, and you just have one gasket here, and then on the inside of the burner there's a gasket, but not going to get too much into that because I'm going to make another video. And then this piece here, this is your fan. When it's in the enclosure, this is sucking in. This is sucking the air in, and these fans are on the outside, and you're getting the heat from the unit, and it's getting pushed out from the combustion. It's a real basic device, and it's so basic and so cheap that I believe 100% when the climate change nut jobs get into full effect, that these things will be completely banned. They will not let you use this. So it's coming to Europe first, it's going to hit Europe, then it's coming to America, and then everybody's not going to be able to drive a car. We're all going to eat bugs and everything like that. It's going to be freaking crazy, 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 crazy. Climate nut jobs are going to destroy the country, I think. So, I mean, this is pretty much it. You get the unit itself, wire harness, controller, fuel pump, wireless remote, muffler, air filter, zip ties, fuel filter, all the clamps. There's a rubber piece right here for the fuel pump, and then you get your air inlet pieces, your exhaust pipe, your fuel line that I wouldn't use. I'm going to throw in the trash. And this is your heat duct to blow down on you, and your air intake for the bottom of the motor. So I've got some stuff to upgrade. I've got a lot of extra parts for these. I found out that really I've lived in this garage, or I've lived at this property. I think I'm going on 9 years is what I'm going on. Maybe 10, I'm not 100% sure. But these things really are the cheapest, most affordable option for me to heat my garage. And I don't mind having the diesel either, to have the diesel on hand to do this. If there's an emergency survival situation anyway. I've got a big generator to well, I have to defend the property first, but I've got enough generational power that I can run the whole heat of my house off gas. Most people, they've got, like my mom, she has a natural gas heater, and I live in Illinois, so they're kind of saying, well, you know, we're not going to use natural gas or coal for generating energy no more by 2035 or 2030 or something. And if you don't want to go green, then well, I guess you'll just be poor and cold and die. So, you know, it's just crazy. I would have these on hand, not this particular unit. I've got one more unit for one more unboxing video that comes in a carry case that I built on my own. I built my own unit, and I went ahead and bought the Hcalory brand. And that's the one I would buy if I was worried about having some backup heat, because it comes in a carry case, and you can just wire it up to your car. You can wire it up to your car battery, set it outside your house, set it up on a car in a house window or something, and turn it on and get heat into your house. And you don't even need power, and then just go out and jump start, or it's not going to kill your battery, but you go out there, start your car, and let the battery charge up, and you can just continue to have heat in your house without buying a generator. You know, it's about $175, $180 for the other one. And, you know, people got to start getting prepared, man. They're shutting the food off. We've had so much food destruction. They want you to eat bugs. Walmart isn't working with any farmers anymore. They're going to do it themselves. I mean, it's going to be, people don't understand, it's going to be a complete nightmare. So this is the 65 millimeter one that came with it. As you can see, we have just a little bit larger of an opening, which will allow a little bit more heat. So like I said, this adapter was like $6 to get more heat to come out of the unit. And I don't know this 100%, but I'm pretty sure with the larger opening that this will stay a little bit cooler, probably not a lot cooler, but a little bit. So yeah, Next video, I will go ahead and get this hooked up. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff done in the house. The other bad thing that on this channel is now that I'm shooting in 4K, my computer won't. It's so old that the editing software that I have, I've got to buy a new computer now. It's not really in the budget. And my computer editing software, I can't edit 4K video. I had no idea that, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So yeah, let's get some more heat in this garage. I'm out of here.